God.
Wassup Weenies! I am Victor Garsley.
I'm the Crow Boy.
I am Mr. Graves.
Gene.
And welcome to Sin and Gin Podcast, the podcast where we tell jokes, we play games, we tell news stories, we tell facts, and we are four guys that hope that 2021 will be a fantastic year and a great improvement on 2020 because I have the Infinity Stones.
Oh,
it makes noises.
And I'm going to kill you all.
Oh, cool.
It must have taken a long time.
So only half of you will die.
Oh, thank you.
What a year.
I'll take my chances.
So how are we doing? How are we doing, you guys? You cheeky chaps. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. New year, new beard.
Year of happies.
New year, new beard.
Hey, new year, new beard.
Okay, so have you guys got any resolutions? Joe, have you got a resolution?
To shit less. Shit.
I mean,
less.
that's never going to happen.
Doesn't matter how much. You can have a fucking wishing stone, mate, and that wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
you've already broken that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I've had quite a lot of shits this year already. I suppose to work on music and do lots of musical things. Hopefully, with all the antidotes and you know,
Giblets.
Nipple creams and everything that's going to cure the incident.
Oh, I've not heard of that one.
Have you not heard about the
Yeah,
the
nipple cream that's going to cure the incident.
the Persian nipple cream?
Just rub a bit of cream on your nipple. And you're good.
Well, I've had my
Did a guy in a genie lamp sell this to you?
No.
Did he have a side business selling rugs?
While you lot have been dilly dallying and tugging on your rotten wieners, I've been.
That's the name of our next album. Tugging on your rotten wiener.
I've been developing my own cure. You know.
Oh yeah.
Persian nipple cream.
I went to Persia.
What's the main ingredient?
Persian honey.
Persian honey. Sweet creamy Persian honey.
Sweet creamy Persian honey. Motor oil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my favourite.
And blended party rings.
Which are vegan.
Oh,
I tried every single biscuit down the Tesco's aisle until we got to the one that cured coronavirus.
Pie rings was the one.
Pie rings is the one.
All right.
Pink one. The pink one.
Boris, if you're listening, I'll undercut all the competition. I'll do it for you 2/3 the price.
I love the idea of Boris Johnson listening to Sin and Gin.
Like, I can't believe it's party rings.
Those boys are bloody hilarious.
You can listen to Sin and Gin, but you can't listen to Sin and Gin. But you must listen to Sin and Gin, but don't listen to Sin and Gin.
But I'm a cunt.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, lots of musical things. Hopefully, we get to play some gigs. But working on albums, working on songs,
working on yourself,
working on myself. I want to get as big as a house.
Cool.
Self-reflection.
Big as a house.
I want to be big like a house.
Big Joe, they're going to call you.
They're going to call you Big Joe.
Mr. Graves, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Probably just to get off my arse and do more. Especially the fact that last year was such a kind of a write-off. I'm sure everyone agreed, no matter what you wanted to do.
Yeah, no, because we was playing Call of Duty the other night, and you were saying that you wanted to go out on your bike.
Yeah, I do need to. I need to.
Yeah,
be,
did you go out on your bike?
Oh, I didn't know. No.
I missed this. I didn't even know Dave had a bike.
We were playing Call of Duty, and he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to, after we played this game, I'm going to get out on my bike and I'm going to have a little ride through the woods. And I'm like, all right, mate, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And he didn't fucking do it. So you've already broken your resolution.
Oh, no. I fucked
You
up.
know what might inspire you? Take off the seat.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you lean back, you get a little pleasurable stick up the bum.
I mean, it's quite bumpy running around the woods, so I could just on it straight away. And
Perfect.
Yeah.
take the whole way back.
Just make sure you lube it up before you go.
Or not.
Do I have to wear trousers?
No.
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 Not in Orpington.
No one else does.
And Ash, what's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is 1920 by 1080. Now I'm Sorry, no, I'm the same as Joe.
4K for this, or 8K.
I'm the same as Joe. I want to work on music because I don't think I've said on the podcast before. I may have or not, but my previous PC that I had was really bad, and I couldn't do anything on it for a few months. Yeah, it was terrible. Like,
I always find it very sad when you get rid of a PC. It's like rest in peace, good friend.
Rest in PC. Wombo combo. But no, I've got my new machine now, and I've been working on music quite a bit.
And porn.
And porn, mate. Jesus.
Nice.
Triple screens, all of my...
My New Year's resolution, and this is actually a genuine one, is to not look at my phone as much.
That's a good one.
I keep finding that I've found there's a thing on Facebook that I'll get like a notification saying you've been on Facebook for 2 hours today, and I'm like, but that's like I will find that I will just sit there on an app. I'll check Facebook, I'll scroll, and then I go to Instagram, and I'm like, I need to like get out of that. I need to like put it down and do something. But it's easier said than done.
It is funny you say that. So just to interrupt quickly, I was talking to my sister the other day and saying I was tempted to delete the Facebook app off my phone because I do find that you just do it out of habit.
I won't push that far, but
I mean, I think Facebook's good for the purpose it was originally intended for. Now it's kind of the hate spewing. Whatever it is now, but what the trick I find, look, handy life hacks with Sin and Jin, the boys. Now that I'm working at home, I had the same problem early on. So I have this little phone holder, and I prop it in that, and then I put it out of my arm's reach. So it's standing. So if it rings or anything, I can see it. I can't physically reach it. So.
Because you're stuck in one position.
I get. Well, I've been keeping my phone in a separate room. I've been keeping my phone in a separate room, but I've got my smartwatch. So if I do get a call or a text, at least I know I've got it. But then I'm like, I'm leaving it in another room. Like,
you know what you should do?
Shove it up my ass.
Put it in a bag filled with toothpaste.
That vibrate.
And then when you go to reach, you go, I've got toothpaste all over my hands. I won't do that again.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. that old trick. So if you're listening to this, just put your phone in toothpaste, then you won't be distracted by it.
But what if you don't realise it's not toothpaste?
That's something Nancy would do.
Yeah, it's something Nancy would do. She'd eat it. She'd eat all the toothpaste.
And then you get toothpaste on your face.
Toothpaste in your face. Was that Queen song? Your big disgrace.
Got toothpaste on your face. Your big disgrace. You shouldn't have used your phone, and you should have done your homework.
So what brand new segments have we got for 2021, the new year?
Oh, well, this year's brand new segments is Count Factula.
New and improved.
Hello? Happy New Year, mate! Happy New Year!
How old are you now?
I'm actually, well, it's not my birthday at the moment, but I'm going to be 4,327. It's a big year for me. It's a very big year for me. Thanks a lot for having me again this year, and for having me back on Sin and Gin. It's very great to be with you boys, even though you do bullet me and only feed me blood.
No one cares, Fag. I'm about to fuck off.
We have shit news from our alter egos. We have Blank O Mattic, of course. And we have something that Joe's made.
It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
It's a cardboard WWF.
It will be revealed when I decide the time is right.
Upcoming segment.
Segment. TBC.
Okay. Good. Next segment goes now.
Go, Count Factula.
I've got facts for you. You've got facts for me. Well, here comes Count Factula to train you with his facts.
I am Count Factula.
Oh, hello, Count Factula. How are you?
Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Have you had a good new one for this year? Are you excited to hopefully it be a completely different year to the shithole that was last year?
I mean, you wouldn't let me out the cage last time, so I each year doesn't change for me. But I would like some new kibble. I am in desperate need of blood-soaked kibble.
Also, when everyone's in lockdown, not many people out at night.
Yeah.
I know. I'm having a terrible time.
Not really getting much on the old King of the Night.
But
Not
I'm
getting
just
much
glad.
safety.
I'm glad to be here on Sin and Gin, so thank you for having me.
That's
It's
okay.
all
We'll,
for your own
we'll give you some
safety.
more bloody kibble.
Thank you.
More delicious
I
kibble.
think I'm fucking made of kibble.
Yeah, you think we've got all that money? We don't really make any bloody money on this show, do we? Come on. Anyway, welcome to the Count Factula section where we tell you all amazing facts that the four of us have been researching and actually give a shit about compared to how we used to start at the very beginning of the podcast series. Because now we all really have to actually make an effort, except for Ash, who doesn't care.
And what else are we fucking doing anyway?
Yeah, and we've got no life to live, so we'll make an effort. So I think we'll start with the Count himself, Mr. Victor Rogers.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Oh, me!
It's a me. Hey, you threw me off. It never normally comes back to the Count. Okay, guys. Imagine, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Imagine, if you will, your head a different shape. What shape would you have it be?
A football, like Hey Arnold.
A football like Hey Arnold?
American football. I'd have it as a kind of pear.
Pear? Oh,
An hourglass for me, I think.
an hour.
Oh, God.
Well, in fact, Joe, you have a very similar trait to the Mayans. The Mayans used to
The old pear heads, as the historians call them.
Yeah. Well, no, they actually used to shape their heads into the shape of what supposedly corn. So the Maya, they used to worship cum. No, sorry, cum.
They used to worship Coon.
Kumbaya, my lord.
The Mayans worshipped Yom Cucks.
Young cocks.
Young cocks.
Young Cucks.
Come on, young cocks.
Yeah, come on, young cocks.
No, they YUM, Yum,
Yum.
Yeah, I mean,
KAAX.
Cax.
Cax.
Yum cax.
young
Yum
cocks.
Cax.
They're funny.
Oh, yum cax.
So it was the maize god. And to this god, they looked for their idea of beauty. As an ear of corn narrows at the top, the Mayan found an elongated head attractive. In a process called tree panning, Maya parents flattened a newborn baby's soft skull so the forehead sloped up and backwards like a cone head.
Christ.
2 boards were attached to the day-old baby's head at an angle. So it's literally like a 2
Press.
Yeah.
Just for your reference, if you want to do it to your own baby.
Yeah.
If you're at home,
And if you're listening to this, just put them between 2 big books.
2 sofas.
Yeah. My parents increased the pressure of the boards over several days until the baby's forehead sloped and the head was elongated. Experts once thought this deformation was limited to their nobility, but later evidence revealed that 90% of the Mayan skulls were elongated.
Wait, so you're saying the ideal sexiest person alive
Yeah.
for the Mayans
Yeah.
would be Bert from Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Because he's yellow as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And sloping forehead was seen as a sign of being a Mayan. The Maya found slightly crossed eyes beautiful. So not only have you got a cone-shaped head, but you're also cross-eyed.
I'm a Mayan.
I am a man.
I'm a Mayan.
I'm a man.
I'm a Mayan.
I'm a man.
Yum cucks.
Yum
cucks. Yum cucks.
I'm on young cocks.
Yum cucks.
Everyone in the podcast.
hold on.
No idea.
Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube instead of listening to it, if you see someone else who how to know if you're coming across the Sin and Gin fan, just look at each other across the street and go, yum cucks.
Young cocks. Make a triangle in your head and cross your eyes.
Cross your eyes, yeah.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, sorry.
Young cocks.
So to ensure their babies had this desirable feature, Maya parents made a headband for their infants and hung a piece of stone from a string between the baby's eyes, hoping that the child's eyes would cross.
What's that?
What's that?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
So a perfectly shaped nose to the Maya was rather large, with a pronounced beak. So you'd have a big nose and a bit of a beak. Pointed teeth were also seen as beautiful.
Oh my God.
And they filed theirs to sharp points. Yeah. They pierced their ears, lips, and noses. Men and women both sported earrings and earbobs, whatever they are.
Earbobs.
Earbob.
And they used to wear a lot of body paint. So yeah, they'd have a cone-shaped head, lots of piercings, pointy teeth, cross-eyed, and a big, fat, crooked nose.
Sick.
Christ.
It was a tough wank, I'll be honest.
Not for them.
Not for them. So who's next? Dave?
I think young Joseph.
Oh, lucky me. While you were talking, I'll put it in our group later. We'll put it on the Facebook, no doubt. But I just googled the ideal Mayan beauty, and there's some fucking images in there. Right. Anyway, so close that.
Stop looking at Mayan porn.
Oh, fuck.
Mayan porn, yum yum.
So originally I was going to talk about something completely different, and I put it in the group earlier. But I changed tact when I saw a little fact that I then kept. You know when you fall down a bit of a rabbit hole sometimes, or I do it quite often. And this time it was about naked mole rats, which I find fascinating. So the headline fact here is naked mole rats kidnap each other's babies and turn them into slaves.
Oh.
But to preface that, some really cool things about naked mole rats, which I didn't know. I don't know much about these. They live in the desert under Africa. They can't get any form of cancer. They're cancer resistant.
Wow.
They don't age. So their cell. So
that's weird because my testicles look like a mole rat.
Well, in every article I read, they go,
look, they're not.
They go,
actually.
they may and this was on scientific websites. So every article I read were like, well, they may look like ball bags, but actually they're very interesting. But yeah, unlike humans or any other mammal, the older we get, the more chance there is that we'll die because our cells are rapidly kind of aging. They don't. They just kind of get to a point and they just kind of die, but they don't become any more likely to die at any point because their cells are aging. And they can live anywhere between 6 and 30, which is proper weird.
That's to do with predators and stuff.
Yeah, they just kind of die. They don't live forever, but they don't age, which is a hard concept to get around.
Do you guys know that lobsters could effectively live forever, but if their shells, they shed their shells, it gets to a point where they don't shed their shells anymore and they end up dying. That's why you know massive. But apparently, if their shells kept shedding, that you could literally have a fucking giant lobster that's like immortal.
Yeah,
we can only hope.
With these things, it's like any other mammal. Eventually the heart muscle gives up.
Right,
but the rest of their cells don't age the same way, because the older we get, the more likely it is that we'll die of old age. They'll just kind of die. Yeah. Anyway, it also turns out that they have a kind of ant-like setup. So they live in a colony where they have a queen who has all the babies. And well done, woo. Well done, woo. So yeah, and to get there, to claim her throne is quite bloody. They're quite savage and murderous, and they'll like a bit like a Game of Thrones episode. She'll murder her way to the top and be like, "I am the top bitch, naked mole rat." And then, in order to convince, she basically there's a lot of weirdness and slavery that goes on. But yeah, the queen will secrete poo that she convinces other mole rats to eat. And it has a hormone in that essentially turns them into slaves. And then the slaves take care of their babies for them. So it has this like weird hormone in that basically turns them into kind of like a zombie-ish.
Zombie nans.
Yeah.
Zombie nans.
I like that.
Zombie nannies.
Zombie nannies.
Nanny.
Poo eating zombie nan.
Poo eating zombie nan is my next punk rock band. But yeah, but also they will go to other. Apparently, they'll go to other nests of other nick their babies and turn them into poo-eating zombie nans as well.
Wow.
So they're quite fucked up, really.
And they term for poo-eating zombie nans or mole rats.
Yeah, and they, they're weird and they look like ball bags. Also, their jaw muscles make up a quarter of their body weight. They're like, if you get bitten by one, you'll fucking know about it.
Yeah.
Like,
King of Spain.
Yeah, so maybe King Charles is a human-sized mole rat.
well, I'm not. Look. We're, as you know, dear listener, we're at the Sin and Jing podcast at the cutting edge of the scientific and historical, frontier. We may have come onto a breakthrough here. King Charles I was a naked mole rat.
King Charles II.
Oh, sorry, King Charles II. Yeah, apologies.
Sorry, a Hodus bonus fact, just quickly, Joe, sort of talking about like the non-aging. I was actually reading something a little while ago about some scientific tests with people to kind of stop the aging process in people. And they were saying that they were putting people in pressurized pure oxygen chambers. And over, I think it was a 3-month period. And they said after testing, it looked like they had de-aged the way that the cells deteriorate of up to 20 years or so. It was something like they said they had to spend, I think it was 90 minutes a week in a deep, like a pure oxygen or something along those lines. How
long till that's on the NHS?
Well, we'll soon find out. It'll probably be boob jobs, then de-aging.
Yeah. I reckon Kate Price has already had it done. So that's me. Who's next, Dave? So there's only one.
Mr. Ash.
Hey, Mr. Ash. Okay, right. Well, this was something that I thought was quite funny. They did an experiment after some speculation and some reports of people finding it easy to pass kidney stones while they're on a roller coaster.
Ugh.
So after reports of people that were riding the Walt Disney World's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad ride that helped them pass their kidney stones, they did an experiment. So they made a model kidney and took it on this roller coaster 60 times. And it actually turns out that if they put it at the back of the roller coaster, it was 60% more likely to pass the stone, whereas at the front, it was only 16%. So it actually turns out there looks like there is some truth to the matter. So that if you are suffering from kidney stones and you need to pass it, sit on the back of a roller coaster, you'll probably be more likely to pass it.
I think if you ask anyone who had ever had kidney stones, if they wanted to get on a roller coaster in the first place, they'd probably tell you which way to fuck.
Yeah. But it just found it quite interesting. I said because they did it with a few different they had a few different sizes and they mixed it with like a fake urine and stuff like that, and it genuinely seemed to make a big difference and actually go through. And like I said, it was after multiple reports. I said it's in here. Yeah, apparently they said one person with kidney stones reported passing the stone after each of 3 consecutive rides.
Wow!
So that's quite incredible.
Hidden snacks.
So if you've got a kidney stone, get on a plane to fucking Disney World.
Yeah, get on the back of that roller coaster.
Where do you get? Do you prefer to get on the front or the back of a roller coaster?
Front.
I mean,
front.
I always get on the front, but the back does have more swing. It's actually more of a crazier ride on the back of a roller coaster because obviously when it goes up. And then it goes down. If you're at the front, you've got. But if you're at the back, you get the pull of going up and then down.
It's also technically faster.
Yeah, because the G-force forward pull would pull you quicker, and then
that's why you're more likely to pass your kidney stones.
I don't know, but there was always
make you pass kidney stones. Basically.
What was that? What was that ride in? Was it Thorpe Park or Alton Towers? The one that you were strapped in and you were like, it was like, was it where you were hanging up like that? Like you were
like 90 degrees.
No, not the drop, but you sat on it like it strapped you in, and then it tilted you so you were facing the floor.
Yeah, that's all towers.
Was that Nemesis or something like that? But I remember going on that when that first came in, and it was the grimmest thing. So you get on it and it flips you up, so you're facing down to the ground. It has a platform underneath you, and then the platform lowers, and it comes back up at the end, and you can just see
the one where you kind of feel like you're flying. So you're like, that's like air or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing I didn't what I didn't like about it was it tips you up. You've got this floor underneath you. You could just see people sick slowly fading away from you.
Oh. I'm just
snacks.
thinking of all the fart drifts from people shitting themselves on the ride as well.
Fart drifts. Oh yeah, I'm sure the engineers account for fart drifts, mate.
They put a tube in the back to kind of collect them. For the next
So,
rider.
Dave, what's your facts?
Oh yeah, mate.
Is it about fart drifts?
It's about fart drifts on roller coasters. So what they do is they put a pipe. Basically, only two of out of the four of us drive, but I'm sure you're all aware the amount of times when you're driving,
Beep beep.
and your horn goes beep beep, and you're driving, especially on motorways, and if you're not really paying too much attention, or maybe you're like a little bit tired, or you're looking at your phone because you're a bit of a wanker, you hit what is called a rumble strip, and your tire will go from being like a to a makes that kind of high pitched noise.
I've done that before. Yeah.
And they're designed there to kind of be like a warning and to alert you that you're getting too close to the edge of the road or something like that. Blah, 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 blah. Well, around the world, some people realize that you can set up these rumble strips or these little kind of dots of tarmac to generate tones. And people have generated musical roads around the world. There are 5 places around the world where rumble strips have been set out in certain patterns to create musical streets.
Fuck.
Oh, wow.
No way.
That's actually cool. Yeah.
I know, it's pretty weird, right? So the first
You
one...
definitely know that one of them's Darude Sandstorm.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Sadly, none of them have done that, but we need to build one. For what I can figure out, I'm probably completely wrong, but for what I can find out, the first one was in Denmark, and a Danish artist created this thing called asphaltophone, where basically, they put the little kind of white dots that you normally see on like the edge of the road for like blind people, so they know that they're on the curbs.
Yeah.
So they've done that in certain patterns to kind of generate sounds. There are 5 places around the world, 2 of them in America.
Is it encouraging you to get close to the edge of the road?
Well, no, they're set out. So basically, like the one in America, is my favorite one. It's in Lancaster, California. It's to the William Tell overture theme. I would bother to play it. If you get a chance, look it up online. Just type in the like musical roads, Lancaster, California, William Tell overture.
Is there
Sounds awful.
Is there a speed you have to hit, like in Back to the Future?
So,
it sounds awful.
It's shit. It's so much. It sounds like it's real dissonant, and you have to drive at like 55 miles per hour to hit it, so it sounds imperfect.
It's like fucking Back to the Future. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's weird, but then basically, so all these different places have different kind of like setups, and you have to drive at a certain speed for it to work. And there's loads of videos online of people trying out these different roads in different places and trying it at different speeds and stuff like that. So some of it's quite funny, some of it's weird. But the William Tell overture in Lancaster, California, is the best one. If you get a chance, just have a listen to it. It is dog shit. How bad it is! It's so you listen to it and you're like, "That's not that." You have to kind of then listen to the original one just to remind yourself what the actual song is, sort of thing. Like, is that it?
Yeah.
Then you listen to it and you're like, "Oh, great, cool." So yeah, that's musical roads around the world.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. Holus Bolus facts. Getting tired at the wheel or going into like a trance-like state at the wheel is quite common in America, where they've got really long roads that go like the interstate roads.
Straight roads.
And truck drivers suffer from quite a lot, where they're going cross-country in America. And it's called white line fever, where you are staring at the white lines of the road so long, you kind of start to like lose it a bit.
Hypnotize yourself.
Yeah, hypnotize yourself. But there's the turnpike. Some of the Americans may be able to confirm this or not, but I did hear this on another podcast. The turnpikes where you come off are designed that if you hit the white line, it will curve you back onto the road. So they're like almost like a little ramp. And that technology was developed by NASA for some reason, but is what I've heard.
Because rockets tend to go straight and they leave them to curve sometimes.
Maybe they just put them in the sky.
That's it. Yeah. Just random.
Name it about
Yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool.
That was a holus bonus.
Holus bonus, right? That's your lot.
That's our first Count Factula of 2021.
Get back in your box. Get back in your cage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's a bit of bloody kibble.
Yeah, let's do the next thing.
Wow.
Off we pop.
Join us for the online multiplayer poetry exhibition as we tour the lobbies of online multiplayer games to showcase the finest works of poetry on the net. On this tour, you will experience the timeless classic of insults directed towards your mother, plus innovative new works such as You're a Nonce, Your Dad Sells Avon, and of course, You Little Scrub, I'm Going to Feel sideways with a chair until you a horse on Tuesdays. Enjoy our 10-year-old collection, the finest insults from 10-year-olds who somehow still think that they're good at the game. And specifically curated for the ladies on the tour, our new and improved I Didn't Know Girls Played Games collection, complete with an artistic collaboration with an unsolicited dick pic. The online multiplayer poetry exhibition, coming soon to a lobby near you.
All right, hello, you little scrumptious ones. So normally, if you're a long-time listener or if you're a first-time listener, normally what we do is we play a little game each week, and usually it's a what I call a list this or that game where we compare things we've made up versus things that exist in the real world. But sometimes we have one-shots. We had Crowboys' Haunted House. We had Victor's Christmas Fandango.
Santa's Colsack.
That's the one. And the thing with Vin Diesel, whatever that was. But this week I decided to do something a little different. So a few weeks ago, I came across some YouTube videos where, I don't know if you guys have seen them, but it's where guys, someone's taken like all the lyrics of someone's band, of a band like Metallica or AC/DC, put them in an AI, and it's come out with a lyrics based on like a compilation of their works.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, what if you did, yeah, you know where this is going. What if I did that with Sin and Jin? So I found this AI, this learning AI online, and right. I inserted 14 episodes worth of Sin and Jin into it.
Did it type it out, or did it do it for you?
No, I got it from the YouTube captions, which were already a little wonky.
Oh,
so auto captions from the YouTube videos.
Okay.
And for about 5 hours, it sat there going through all my computer, using up all my RAM and CPU. And it did 6,000 passes of reading these episodes and then trying to reproduce them. It was all quite clever how it gets there. Now, admittedly, what outputted was a little garbled. So it came out in random sentences of just nonsense. So I've had
that doesn't sound like us.
No. So I've had to use a little bit of artistic license. So what I did to make the narrative fit, I then took parts of old episodes and put them through Google Translate into Korean and back again. So this is Kim Jong-un's Sin and Jin AI edition.
Kim Jong-un's artificial intelligence.
Yeah. So it didn't. The artificial intelligence wrote sentences, but it didn't write a cohesive episode. So I had to group. I spent longer than I should have grouping things together and then bridging statements. So you may recognize some of the conversations we've had in the past. I've bridged and done Korean things too. Okay. So we've got a script. I've labeled you out. Matt, you do change from Matt to Victor at one point because obviously I did this across different days. So if you scroll down to Act 1 intro, you'll see that you've got your parts. Do you want to start, Matt? It looks like it's you. Okay, so this is Act 1 intro.
So I think it first needs to start off with Wassup Weenies! Hello, welcome to the Sin and Jin podcast. I am the winner.
I am the Crowboy.
I am Grave.
I am very frank, very genetic.
You also joined the Pigeon podcast. In the podcast, we play games. We told the latest news report about the facts we found. We are suitable for middle-aged men. Wait, we're
Try that one again. This is going to be so hard to get through. I apologise in advance.
Oh, fucking hell.
We're suitable for ourselves.
You also joined the Pigeon podcast. In the podcast, we played games. We told the latest news report about the facts we found. We are suitable for middle-aged men. They were drunk while waiting to die for the first time on Thursday local time. So the big things that happened this week are big things. I don't know me. Where do I cry? I'm sure that's what you're thinking. What are you thinking about? The biggest thing now is I'm thinking that my Ice Cube new album, I guess 2021, will be the year of the new Ice Cube.
I'm investigating your soul now. Thank you very much.
This is what your dog flavour is saying.
I don't know anything about dogs. Maybe it's the use of gerbils to reshape the tenacious scene.
Oh, sexy joke. You dropped the gerbil.
Yes, I have a big airplane engine. Yes. You know, like Chunky K. Likes to let gerbils walk through pane glass. And, well, so Ashes, what did you do?
I have a story to the contrary. So this is a normal situation. Healthy conditions under normal conditions.
Well, I'm not just smooth. I'm super smooth. Super smooth. I never need extra friction. Extra friction. Well, I'm very happy with your head grip. My forehead is full of sweat. Do you need a crunchy as a cricket? Do you need to be as crunchy as a cricket? Is that the adjective?
That is completely football.
And that's the end of Act 1.
Act 1, that's the intro of Sin and Gin.
Act 2, I put the jingle through Google Translate, and it came out as, goodbye, I've prepared the facts for you. You've prepared for facts for me. Here, you must train with your facts. The facts I want you to base on facts.
Can you redo the intro for that?
I've prepared the facts for you. You've prepared the facts for me.
Let's train you with facts.
So this is Count Factula. Ash, you're
Count Factual.
You're Count Factula, and Dave.
No, read it again.
No. I tried not to read too much.
Mate, I've just read a bit of this. I'm like, oh my god, it's not really bad.
So Dave, you're introducing Count Factula, and Ash, you are Count Factula. So
do you need to...
I'm not Count Factula. I am Count Factual.
I think Dave needs a minute.
Dave needs a minute.
He's gone completely red.
Oh my god.
Never trust a robot. At least we won't be replaced by robots just yet, although this is just as much nonsense as we speak.
I am Count Factual.
Yes.
Well, wait till you get to the next one.
God almighty. Right. Give me a minute. I apologise beforehand. Oh, hello, Count Bachelor. Good voice for you to come here. Hello. I am a girl. Because tonight is your lucky night. What? Oh, hello. I'm a girl because tonight is your lucky night. Therefore, welcome to Count a Bachelor. In this section of the podcast, we found some interesting and strange facts in it. We have hardly studied the facts, but we don't know each other's facts. But we will tell us about the topics of farts. Then you can proceed. Come on, I know you have a couple of child slip.
I know you have a couple of child slip. You are Nazi.
Soot is a Nazi.
My name is Ashley. I am not the Nazi. He likes to fantasize.
Please don't be the Nazi.
Ash sips to fantasize.
I named it I originally called it a fizz.
What must this fucking sound like?
I named it I originally called it Fizz.
You can't even finish it. It says fizz his jizz.
And I finished the section saying electric jizz blanket.
Oh, guys, there's 2 more sections to get through. Come on. Censor yourselves. Everyone have a sip of drink.
God. Guys, if you're listening to this podcast on audio, I'm sorry that you're just literally listening to 4 guys crying with laughter.
We should have read this before so it was less hilarious.
Oh, mate.
Right. So the third...
I genuinely got a headache and my heart hurts.
The third...
My heart!
Act 3 is we talk about. I tried to find the things that had a theme. This is where it started to get a bit more freeform. So I've labelled this bit dinner with the Juicy Crew.
Would this normally be the game?
I don't know. It kind of
I don't know.
It kind of started to disintegrate in format from this point on. So it's just loosely things that are bound together.
Okay. Act 3, dinner with the Juicy Crew. I remember a lot of roast beef, such as roast beef Drink roast beef bread. A taste of dehydration.
You get that moist ham. They just line them up in a row and sliced cheddar cheese. They are like delicious.
But honestly, I never know anyone who can anyone who can bought as many hams as you.
Usually eats his hat like a slice of ham.
I need my hands to stop.
Everyone stop eating pork protein. Okay, good boy.
Illegal vegan.
Drink a little hamster.
Disappointed food.
Illegal vegan.
I mean, that sentence was on its own at some point.
That's my new punk band.
Again, the Korean translation of the Blank O Mattic theme. Matt, I don't know if you want to read it out.
Oh yeah. Blanket, matchstick, chromatic, blank hermetic, beefing shuddering.
So it's blanket, matchstick, chromatic, black hermetic, beefing shuddering. Okay, so this is the last section. This is called Drunken Tales and Snakes. For some reason, the word snake came out a lot. So we must have said, I don't know if it was the Crumb Snake episode or what.
Yeah, we've got crumb snake, surveillance snake.
Yeah,
the jewelry
Solid
snake.
snake.
I
Little
love-
snake.
I love a snake in the Blank O Mattic.
there were a lot of snake references that I kind of grabbed. So this is Drunken Tales and Snakes. So Matt, again, you're starting. You've flipped to being Victor now.
Okay. I'm getting a big soap. If you are selling leather, please call it leather. Unless the pubic hair you sell is beer pubic hair.
Please do not call it pubic hair.
Unless you use pubic hair to make it cloudy.
If you are making beer, you want to make your liver better.
Don't call it pubic hair. Why does it keep repeating?
We do not think that the hair of the pubic bone is shameful.
Double yeast, oh my god. Double yeast.
Call it pubic hair.
I'm so crumpled that I'm not sure if it's floating or slashing.
I sneezed and lost my blindness.
Yes, I tripped on a hand.
And then my blind man's butt was plugged.
I think this is one of the best ways I've found for myself to.
This will attract snakes.
Absolutely shaking on the side. We need free drinks. Obviously, we can make these drinks into our Nazi fantasy snake juice.
This podcast about snakes. You know this is the most slavery.
Snakes are bigger snake princes than us. So when they attack, they often don't inject all their venom unless they are true friends.
Oh, right. The largest snake in my collection is so crispy.
Nice pupils. And then this is
sorry, go on, Joe.
this is the end now. This is the outro.
Audience, please tell your friends and people that you understand this podcast.
I've been pooping since 1903.
Well, I've deleted a line for myself here. But then, Matt, you take us home.
Right. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I have it. It's just hot, just a great idea. So thank you. This is a podcast. Thank you very much, Melissa, for cheering.
And that's the latest episode of Sin and Gin. Thank you. Good night.
Oh, mate, well done for putting that effort in.
I mean, that's what happens when you let computers free to do shit.
Jesus
incredible.
Christ.
We might need a minute. Before we start the news.
At least we know that our jobs on Sin and Gin podcast are safe, and that no one else, artificial intelligence
Are
can
they?
overtake it.
I think that's better than what we come out with.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably better. It's definitely funnier.
Yeah.
Anyway, shit news.
Shit news. And now for a sponsored advert.
Hello, and it's me, your messiah, Prime Minister Boris Johnson. And I would like to talk to you about packed lunches and how scrubby yummy they are, thanks to us. We've got a jar of piccalilli, delicious thing. You put it on any salad. It's really nice salad. We've got 6.5 lemons. We had to use half for Dominic's cocktails. He was thirsty. We've also got. I want you to eat the packed lunches, but don't eat the packed lunches, because if you eat the packed lunches before 6 p.m., you will get bogies. Too many bogies. Too many bogies means you're going to get COVID. Anyway, back to the packed lunches. We've also got a jam sandwich and 7 packets of crisps. Not Walkers, though, they're far too expensive, and Gary the Coke gets silly about it. And we've also got, what have we got? Oh, a marathon bar. What? Oh, we don't get that then. That's enough. Toodle whip.
This is the latest dispatch just received in our news.
Zin Podcast, bringing you the latest news from around the world with Victor Garsley, Crowboy, Frank and Gene, and Mr. Graves. This is Shit News. Yeah, sir, it's shit news.
You're not doing it. I'm doing it. I was on it.
Told ya. Didn't even do it.
I was on it.
He was on it.
That already.
You were ready. You were ready like little news goblins.
Yeah.
Ladles and jelly spoons, welcome to this segment of the show where we deliver you some news. We've got our stocks. They fly from the headquarters in Shrewsbury. And they've got in their bundles all the news. Hold it tight, wrap it up. Yeah, Shrewsbury, centre of news, world news. Come on, keep up.
Oh, sorry.
I know you're in training, but you've got to keep up.
I've only got badge 2 out of 3. So.
The stalks go across the land, they deliver at your front door. People think it's babies. No, it's hot news. So you'll join here with whatever names I gave everyone. Funky Gibbon, Hot Lips, Teabag, and what did I call myself?
Long Socks.
Oh, Long Socks was that. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, those are. I pretend I did that seamlessly.
Keep up.
Keep up. Fucking hell. So, in this week in news, we've got the only way to Essex's Yasmin, last name I can't pronounce, had a secret bum lift and liposuction.
Fuck!
Yeah, fucking hell. Amanda Holden wore a coat.
Oh, makes you mad.
And Fern McCann wore a bra.
Bastard!
This one I found generally quite funny. Alison Hammond had a national treasure, Graham Norton, on the show, and she asked him how his dog was, and he said dead.
Oh, that's sad.
That's so very wholesome.
And who wants to keep up with our the life and times of Katie Price, as we always do? She's got a new haircut because she raffled off her used £1,000 hair extensions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear, that woman's in the news more than I've had hot dinners.
Well,
And you've
had a lot of hot dinners.
I've had a lot of hot dinners.
They call him the hot dinner. They call him the hot dinner prince of Kent.
The hot dinner demon.
Yeah.
the hot dinner prince of Kent.
The hot dinner prince of Kent. Anyway, what I really want to focus on this week is a 30-year-old man in England changed his name by deed poll to Celine Dion. He did it while he was drunk. He woke up and a couple of days later the official paperwork came through and he completely forgot he'd done it. What I found out from this is it only takes £89 to change your name.
Get out.
So yeah. So he woke up in Tamworth in Staffordshire and found his name was Celine Dion because he'd got drunk watching her perform in Las Vegas on YouTube and thought that would be a funny idea. So if you could change your name by deed poll, what would you change yours to? Oh, no, yeah, sorry, had a bit of a hiccup there.
Henry Homunculus.
Henry Homunculus? I changed mine to Hot Lips officially.
Daddy Dandelion.
Daddy Dandelion. Oh, Christ. Dave?
I'm going to call myself Harry Hiccup.
Harry Hiccup. Ash?
Just
Frankie Hanky Panky.
Oh, hang on. What was our names in the...
I changed mine to John Major.
To be fair, Funky Gibbon would be a fucking good name as well.
Yeah, imagine
So, what's your name? Funky Gibbon.
But I ain't calling myself Teabag.
Yeah, but you could be Terry Teabag.
So T can stand for something. Yeah.
You should be very frank, very genetic. And I'm
very genetic.
You just be Grave.
I'm Grave.
Yeah. No, I'm sticking with Daddy Dandelion.
Daddy Dandelion.
Oh, you could be Terrence Bag. Teabag.
Terrence Bag. Terrence Baggins.
Terrence Baggins, but my friends call me Teabag for short. But yeah. So basically, this ends with his mum thought it wasn't very funny, and he said, "Oh, I do tell you it could be worse, and it could have been Boris Johnson. Lucky he didn't have any live concerts on YouTube." And that's like literally the end of the story. So, sorry,
cost him another 89 quid to go back to his original name.
Probably. No, I'm gonna have to stop you there though. I'm getting a hot scoop from Teabag, Terrence Bag. Coming, Terrence Baggins.
Hello, yes, this is Teabag. Hello. So, guys, what do you think is going to happen in 2021? What do you know about 2021?
Well, maybe I'll have sex. I'll have sex for once.
One day you'll have sex.
Okay, Dave.
Maybe the four of us will have sex.
Yeah. Is that where we all smush chapsides against each other and form a super chapside?
We got the docking stocking.
Form a fucking circle like Captain Planet.
Four-way docking stocking. Anyway, what do you think is going to happen in 2021? Anything good? Anything bad?
Nothing good.
Nothing.
Well,
just nothing will happen.
I can tell you.
Oh.
Nothing. Well, I feel like I'm living in Groundhog Day at the moment. The world will suffer catalysms and disaster in 2021, and a strong dragon will see humanity. But a cure for cancer will be found, according to blind Balkan mystic Baba Vanga.
Oh, God, Baba Vanga.
Do you reckon the cure is in naked mole rats? Because they're immune to cancer.
I think it is.
A scientist will have listened to the podcast and be like, oh, fuck.
The supposed clairvoyant predicted that the world would suffer from a lot of catalysms and great disasters in 2021 as three giants unite and a strong dragon seizes humanity.
How strong?
So we've got that to look forward to. Is
that a metaphor or like a real fucking Dragon Ball Z dragon?
I think it's a metaphor, but it could be a Dragon Ball Z dragon. So how good is Baba Vanga?
I don't know.
So Baba Vanga's 2019 forecasts were very similar to her 2020 and 2021. Sorry, I'm babbling on here.
Do you just love her so much?
You're on.
Yeah,
you're bubbling on.
She predicted an illness for Donald Trump, an assassination attempt on Putin. And the result was Trump and Putin have both survived, although Trump did catch coronavirus.
No, come on. One of the most controversial leaders in history, plus a very old man getting ill.
Don't question Baba Vanga.
Fuck you, Joe.
Right,
I'm not having that.
Don't question the woman that died 15 years ago.
And she died in 1996.
24 years ago.
So yeah, the rise of China, the country with the biggest population in the world. You mean?
Yeah, she predicted China would become the next great superpower, and new form of energy would emerge on Venus. So we're still waiting on Venus. Yeah. She predicted America's 44th president would be the last one. According to some versions, she also predicted he would be black, which is, of course, Barack Obama.
He wasn't the last one.
But was he, though?
We've gone from the black one to... gone from black to orange.
Joe, shut the fuck up. Right? The end of Europe. She thought about the end of Europe.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, Brexit. She predicted... I'm clutching at straws. She predicted the Boxing Day tsunami. She said a huge wave will cover a big coast covered with people and towns. And
tsunamis only cover big coasts.
Everything will melt just like ice.
Just like ice.
And she predicted 9/11.
Did she?
Baba Vanga predicted horror for the US, warning in 1989 that the American brethren will fall after being attacked by the steel birds.
An aeroplane.
An aeroplane.
Not hard to predict in 1989.
Died in 96. You knew what fucking aeroplanes were. Come on now.
Right, listen.
Steel bird.
2021. The day will come when cancer will get tied with iron chains. No more cancer in 2021. So that's good.
All right, well, there's one positive.
She was
thinking of naked mole rats.
Yeah.
In chains.
In
You
chains.
can turn it the other way round as well, But yeah, carry on.
She also said that we'll have flying trains.
Yeah.
Brains.
I'm working on the technology.
So, I mean, admittedly, some things are a bit batshit crazy, but some things are loosely true.
But,
I'd say...
just say that anyone could predict anything.
Yeah, I mean, tsunamis hitting coastlines, America, big superpower, being taken down by flying things.
Okay, if you could put a bet down for something to happen this year, what would it be?
After the shit we've seen, I literally don't know. Dragon at this point. I'm going with dragon.
No, you said dragon, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a hole is going to open up somewhere in the world, and Satan or some sort of demonic plague is going to pull itself out there. And
I think plague. I think plague is like some kind of like.
Well, we had a plague last year, didn't we? We had like the shitloads of locusts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think something biblical. Maybe a big flood. I don't want to say that in case somewhere floods and it's really tragic. Actually, I'll take that back.
We haven't had a volcano in a while.
I hate Iceland.
Good to say that when Yellowstone's due to blow.
Oh shit! Sorry, long socks, Daddy Long Socks, come in. Daddy Long Socks.
Hello, Daddy Long Socks.
Daddy Long Socks. Have you got some news for me, Daddy Long Socks? In your big dripping bag of news.
My bag is so drippy. Funny enough, following kind of on the suit of old Victor here. My story is about a psychic.
About Baba Wassup-Face?
It's about Baba Wassup-Face. No, my story is about another psychic who I've seen appear a few times in the news over the last year. But this psychic uses asparagus.
Fucking hell.
We're on a roll today, man.
I bet they're wee stinks.
We were digging. Oh, yeah, and they're very horny all the time. But they use asparagus to see into the future. And
Wait. Does asparagus make you horny?
It's an aphrodisiac.
Oh, I fucking love asparagus. Oh, what? No wonder I'm always...
I like how if you show up the arse, and Ash just nodded, was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah.
You eat it.
Baba Vanga asparagus.
But I bet you don't let it cook. No one wants to kind of thumb wilted asparagus up their arse, do they? It's got to be firm young asparagus.
Oh.
Wait.
Don't
Carry on.
Someone's yum.
Carry on.
We'll turn away from the discussion very quickly. Basically, this woman has been using asparagus to predict into the future and has predicted that Prince Harry will return to the UK this year in 2021.
You mean the man that's from the UK?
Well, he's left the
visit.
UK with his wife Meghan. Those of you who don't know, Prince Harry was a part of the royal family, and I can't remember the correct term for it, but has quit from the royal family.
Emancipated, isn't it? Like when you leave your family.
Yeah, something.
Is that the correct term for like
abdicated?
The royal family? Who knows? Who really gives a shit? He's fucked off from the royal family. He's taking his American
cunted
wife.
On.
He's like, fuck this shit. I don't want him to kill my wife in 20 years' time.
Yeah, sure. Fair.
And he fucked off during 2020 with his wife, and he didn't want to be a part of the royal family anymore, so he wanted to kind of disassociate himself with the activity and being in the limelight. I guess wanted to live a normal life. Fair play to the guy. Anyway, this woman who uses asparagus to predict in the future has said that Prince Harry will return to the United Kingdom this year, unaccompanied by wife Meghan, after throwing asparagus into the air. Jamina Packington, 64, only, and this is my favourite part about the story, which is what caught my attention to it, which is what I used in the actual chat. The world's only Asparamancer said, what we have here, very interesting, is the letter H. We have 2 spears plus a crossbow here. I don't see any M at all whatsoever. I see no letter M, but I do see letter H coming into the fold. Now, Wasey, what I reckon here is she's got 3 bits of fucking asparagus.
That's what I was about
thrown
to
it in
say.
the air, and it's landed into the shape of a
you can't make an M. You're like, no, you can't make an M with 3 bits
done
of
that.
asparagus.
It's landed like that, and she's gone, oh, the letter H. Oh,
it's going to make an H. And there's no physical way to make an M out of 3
It'd be
bits
like
of
that.
asparagus.
There you go.
Yeah.
2 things. Waste is good asparagus.
I know, yeah.
Secondly, what was her name?
Jamina Packington.
That's some fucking Ian. That's some Ian Blyton shit. That is amazing.
Hello, I'm Jamina. And
If I-
her actual name is Tabitha.
If I made up
Packington.
of kind of lovely grandma in an old timey book, that would be the fucking like Jemima Puddle Duck or something. Fucking hell.
Puddle Duck.
Sake. Oh, anyway, sorry, long socks. Bibbidi bibbidi bib. Funky Gibbon. Can you hear me, Funky Gibbon?
Yes, I can. Every time. Right. Dad slammed for trying to change son's date of birth by claiming he has authority.
I almost picked this one.
Yeah. So
What was that, sorry?
it says Dad slammed for trying to change son's date of birth by claiming he has authority.
I love that.
Dad has been reminded that he doesn't have authority over space and time after he tried to change the day his son was born on the baby's birth certificate to a date he preferred.
What if he's a Time Lord?
Well,
He's 18 today.
it says a dad has been slammed after he lashed out at a nurse who didn't allow him to change his son's date of birth on the newborn's official birth certificate. The man explained that he and his wife recently welcomed their first child, with their son being born at 11:05 p.m. on New Year's Eve. He says a nurse handed him a form to fill out and to record their child's details, and when he got to the date and time of birth, he chose to put 12:05 a.m. on January 1st instead, because 1 hour difference wasn't really a problem. However, he was stopped by the nurse who told him that the details must be filled out with the exact time and date, leading to an argument where he claimed he had the power to do it as he's the child's father.
Do you know what? I'm not actually against that, because an hour, to be fair, an hour, that's pedantic, isn't it? That's a little pedantic. Yeah, but although, because his birthday's always going to be overshadowed, especially his teenage years, by people getting fucked up.
It's funny. Well, let's put it this way. It says, I argued with her about it and told her that she was making a huge deal out of it. He said, and that it was unfair to my son because he only lived in 2020 for 1 hour, which is fair enough. But he says, plus 2020 was a shitty year. I'm glad it's finally over and I don't want my son to be associated with it.
Yeah,
so adding 2021 would make more sense. But technically it's fraudulent. So.
You remember when we were younger and we went out on New Year's, how expensive the drinks were? It might be a good way to not pay for drinks on New Year's Eve. Because it's your birthday, people feel bad and buy you drinks.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, oh, yeah, Keith over here. Who calls that Keith anymore?
I told her that I'm his dad.
Oh, baby Keith.
And take full responsibility for anything that happens later. She lashed out at me and told me that this is not how it works.
I doubt she lashed out.
Will be accepted because it contains false information. So, yeah.
I doubt she came out like brandishing a knife, like, fucking no!
Plus, you can't just say to the kid, yeah, your birthday's 1st of January.
Exactly.
And they will go their entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, until they have to register for like life insurance and shit.
Gets his 100.
Where was it, Dave? That every person?
Most of like Eastern Asia, where they did the 9 months thing. They're like China.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Call back.
Right, so, very good.
Well, can you imagine getting his 100-year congratulations from the king or queen in 100 years' time, a day early? And he's like, what the fuck?
Because that's when he's going to find out. So I hope you at home, sitting, standing, squatting, shitting, whatever you're doing, have been great. Little poo. Have been grateful of the news you've received and that we've bestowed upon you. And we've got one more little nugget to give you. Matt, what have we got next?
Blank O Mattic.
Nuggle Puggle.
Oh.
Blank O Mattic, it's chromatic, it's dramatic. Blank O Mattic, it's Blank O Mattic.
Okay, you weenie willies, poo head. I don't know.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. So I don't know about you. This year I'm going to be 34.
Fucking hell.
No. And then when I look back on my life, I'm like, what have I achieved? And the main thing I've achieved is being friends with you guys.
Wow, he brought it around.
So, this Blank O Mattic is how to get out of a midlife crisis.
Nice, I like that. Yeah. I need fucking help so bad.
What I do like, one of my favorite things about Matt is, and on this podcast, he's often referred to us as middle-aged, which implies that he doesn't want to live much past 60.
I don't. You know full well I don't. I don't want to live past 40.
Here's the go.
But I'm going to be calling myself middle-aged until I'm like 50. So, anyway.
Then you're going to call yourself full-aged.
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 Okay, so how to get out of a midlife crisis. Now, the first thing we need is from Ash, our master. We need a number.
Oh, okay. 23.
All right, wait, is Ash become our Rachel Riley?
Yeah. Yeah.
Less Tory.
Just more fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, better looking and less Tory.
Yeah, bigger boobs.
Hey.
Nice.
Right, we need a noun.
Aladdin's bumhole.
Biscuit tub.
Aladdin's biscuit tub. Food. Genie biscuit.
No, Packington's asparagus.
Genie jammy dodgers.
Genie jammy dodgers. Teeny weeny genie damn.
Teeny weeny.
Teeny weeny jammy whammy.
Genie jammy dodgers. Teeny weeny genie jammy dodgers.
Oh, teeny weeny genie tea cakes.
No, we got to have jammy dodgers.
Teeny weeny genie jammy dodgers. Teeny weeny genie jammy dodgers. Okay.
We need an adverb. Weirdly?
Bicuriously.
Bicuriously.
Enormously.
Enormously.
That is not an adverb. Like enormously jogging.
Enormously jogging.
Well, it depends how big you are. But you can't have bicuriously jogging, could you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to
Swing
try
both ways as you're wrong.
You've got to try it, mate.
Have you never bi-jogged before?
We need an occupation.
Ambassador of funk.
Asparamancer.
Asparamancer, yeah.
Don't ask me how you spell it.
Interpretation. Adjective.
Ungodly.
Oh, I like that.
Ungodly. Any random place.
Oh. The
Behind
Leicester-
Maplin's.
What?
Behind Maplin's.
Behind Maplin's.
Behind Maplin's.
Yeah. The alleyway behind Maplin's in Bromley.
Think of that. Have you had an experience there?
Yeah.
Think of that.
Behind Maplin's in Bromley.
The caves of Leicester Square.
The caves of Chislehurst Caves.
The caves of Chislehurst Caves.
The
It's a-
Chislehurst Caves.
Oh, mate.
Have you been to the Chislehurst Caves?
No, I have. Like years
I think
ago.
I went with school.
Okay,
They're so
when
good.
this is all over, the four of us, we're going to do a Sin and Chin vlog.
At Chislehurst Caves.
It's really good.
And we're
caves
also,
of
we're also
Chislehurst
going back
Caves.
to Mount Fitchett Castle.
Oh, yeah.
With all
I would
of
love
us.
to do that. I would love to do that.
We need a noun, plural.
Scapegoats.
Pizza shovel.
Pizza.
Angry face.
Gooey
Potato heads, fat shoes.
Defecation.
Pringle body sprays.
Frank.
Oh, potato shoes.
Potato heads, fat shoes.
Lynx Africans.
Sad lentils.
Sad lentils.
A verb. Breathe. Bloat.
Bloat. Yeah, I like bloat. I can't think tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Where are your random names, Joseph?
Ash, we need a number.
2.
I'd pick a different number.
All right, okay. 12.
Oh, much better.
Controversial.
The thing is,
No,
the
you
1,000,
said it
like
now.
going up too much makes it sound like a
Yeah,
bit.
I know.
Yeah.
We need a kind of being, like an angel, a ghost, etc.
A
Okay,
stick.
so no, hold on. We're going to do our new format
Oh.
where we go around and make something.
Oh.
Does somebody want to start this off?
Stick insect.
Stick insect. I'm going to say stick insect of Dave.
Serenading.
The serenading stick insect
Of
Taxi
Ash?
drivers.
what?
Taxi drivers.
That doesn't make sense.
Wait, it's an taxi driver. Well, you want an occupation, don't you? I was going to say a Grim Reaper taxi driver.
It's not. This isn't an occupation. It's an animal, a beast, a beast.
Oh, is it an animal, is
It's
it?
like a mythical being.
Oh, sorry, I'm going. I don't know what, mate.
Like
my
the-
brain-
like the stick
All
insect
right, yeah, stick insect. It's my
of-
bad. My bad.
of
I don't know
enlightenment of
occupation
Yeah.
for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me.
the
I
stick.
don't know what
Right,
happened now.
The stick insect of
stick
haunted bus stops. I don't know, something like
No,
that.
you
I mean, we've got it there.
You do
The
it.
serenading stick insect of haunted
Bus stop. There you go. I don't know why my brain went to occupation.
You were like five things back there.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck is wrong? I don't know what happened.
Are
there.
you still doing
My
the crystal
apologies.
We need 2 verbs.
Always.
Did you say crystal meth?
meth? Crystal meth. Ash loves crystal meth.
I do so much.
Two
It's so
verbs.
blue
Very
and so
Moorish.
tasty.
Cum cost.
Yeah, sure. What?
Cum and cost.
Fist. But that's not a verb, is it?
Whimper.
Cum. COME.
Ooh, whimper.
Not cum.
Ooh.
Oh. Right, now we need a noun. We need 2 nouns.
Jellied jellied toenails.
Putin's penguins.
Why do you always go to penguins?
So I love penguins. What do you mean? It's never good? I've not said penguin like ever.
Pick up a penguin.
A jellied eye patch.
Ooh.
Try then for like sleeping things. It's like therapeutic and shit.
Strawberry jelly eye patch.
Strawberry jelly eye patch. Sounds like a kid's thing.
And we need 1 more noun.
A fallen leaf.
Fanny flakes.
Fallen fanny flakes.
Freedom fanny.
Freedom fanny flakes. A box of freedom fanny flakes. A bit of old shoe.
Freedom fanny flakes to a bit of old shoe.
A leather chest wig.
A leather
What am I putting for this?
Boris Johnson's gusset.
Boris Johnson's growth. Gusset.
Right, gusset at this point.
Growth. It looks like
Manan's
Boris
gusset.
Johnson.
We need a genre of music.
Oh, shoegaze.
Death metal.
Polish punk.
Okay, I said, why don't we make up our own? We're allowed 1 word each.
And it has to be one syllable as well.
African skip hop.
1 word each, and Joe goes for African skip hop.
Okay, African.
Dave, what are you having?
I'm going to go with another word with A. Aphrodisiac.
Can you give me an easier word to spell?
Oh.
Ambient. There you go.
Your name's not
African
Dave.
ambient.
Ambient African.
African electro.
Oh, these are shit answers.
Yeah, I started off strong with African.
I know you did. Yeah, you did. Right.
End it though. You've got ambient electro, ambient African electro jazz cats.
Just trap folk.
Trap folk.
African? Was it African ambient?
It's ambient African.
Ambient? For fuck's sake. Ambient African
Electro Gangster rap.
Fellas.
Finally.
Electro.
Slut rap.
Slut rap. I love slut rap. I'm having slut.
Is that rap about sluts or rap by sluts?
Both. It's both. We need an adjective.
Zippy.
Tapping.
Demonic. No.
Fluffy.
Oh, I like fluffy, yeah. Any random place.
Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury Factown.
Yeah.
That Newstown. We can have Shrewsbury.
Little Whopping.
Little whopping.
The wimpy in Shrewsbury.
Yeah. Oh no, Strood had a wicked wimpy.
Did it?
That wimpy in that corner of Strood. Yeah.
Well, I've just got little whopping at the moment.
Wimpy.
Just Little Whopping. I like Little Whopping.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
We need a body part.
Oh.
Becky knees.
Darren Goff's fucking butt hair. I don't know.
The Harry Moore.
The smoothest bumhole, thanks to Veet.
Oh yeah. What about Bumhole?
Veet Bumhole.
Bumhole
Veeted?
sponsored by Veet.
Veeted Bumhole.
We'd love to get a Veet sponsor.
Oh, can you imagine? Listeners, if you're listening to this, 3 out of 4 of us have recently bought Veet hair removal, and now we have the smoothest bumholes.
My bumhole is so smooth.
There's one person of the 3. Anyway, we need another adjective. Feisty.
Duck-like. Sexy.
Decrepit.
No, you know what? I'm going for duck-like. Just to see what shit this brings out. Duck-like, we need a noun. Surely we're going to have a duck-like something.
Duck.
Duck. Just a duck. Just a duck.
Duck-like duck. All right.
Yeah. I'd love a duck-like duck.
Duck.
They're going to be for 2 completely different things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Divorce duck.
Divorce duck.
Duck-like danger duck.
No, I just like duck. I just like duck. Just duck.
Noun, plural, donuts.
Danger donuts.
Evil danger donuts.
Danger donuts. One of them's got arsenic in it.
Which one will it be?
Russian roulette donuts.
Verb ends in ing.
Oh.
Punishing.
Ramming.
Baking.
But did you say baking?
Oh, I like
Taking.
ramming. We're going to go ramming.
Oh.
We need 2 adjectives. No, 3 adjectives, sorry. Gutless.
Gutless, yeah, I like that. Putrid.
Putrid. Mm-hmm. What about decrepit? I said that earlier.
Flaccid.
Yeah, what a flaccid. We need a family member. E.g., uncle.
Hmm. That girl you fucked who you found out was your cousin later.
Your boy toy brother.
My brother Susan.
Incest Ian.
Incest Ian. The...
In brackets, my touchy stepdad.
Cousin.
Incest Ian, the touchy.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't touch you, he touches his own family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He goes back to his own family.
Yeah, Incest Ian.
We can't tell a story about incest
He's
Ian.
an absolutely great stepdad. No, this is probably going down paths we shouldn't go down.
Incest Ian, the touchy dad.
Patriarch of the family.
The gravy guzzler.
Touchy granddad.
Granddad, yeah. Touchy granddad, yeah.
Ian, the touchy granddad.
In brackets, don't tell Nan.
All right, fine, I'm writing it. I haven't done a bracket one for a while. We need a noun plural. Cheese graters. No.
Oh. Dick graters.
Oh, see, sorry, didn't you?
Inflatable cactus.
Oh. Cyanide burgers.
Cyanide burgers. And one last thing, a verb.
Packing.
Exploding.
Drunk. And
Spunkin.
spunkin, drunken.
Spunkin.
Drunken spunk.
Spunkin.
Spunk. Am I just writing spunk?
Yeah, just write spunk. Spaff.
Yeah.
Spaff. Spaff goes away.
Oh,
Can't remember
right,
what this
everyone
is
take
about.
a drink.
Yeah.
What do we do?
I can't even fucking remember what this is about now.
How to get out of a midlife crisis.
Oh,
right.
God. Right, yeah, go on.
Okay.
Right, we're going to drink.
What weird music you going to put on this one, Joe?
I ask myself that every week.
Well, that's the last one.
So,
Dude.
you're 23 years old and you're having a midlife crisis.
Oh, all right.
So how much? 28?
23.
Oh, 23. Oh, God.
Even earlier than that, things. Yeah.
You can't get out of your Aladdin's biscuit tub in the morning, and all you want to eat is teeny weeny genie jammy jodders.
We've all been there.
What do you do? Follow those tips. Follow these tips by curiously.
See, it works.
I mean, that's a good motto for life.
Yeah, I always do that.
So we actually have 10 tips here that we've written. Number 1. Get yourself to an Asparamancer's office immediately. Find out what's going on with your life. Find that asparagus person, and they'll sort your life out.
As long as you can spell whatever it is with 3 bits of asparagus. It's a H again. It's a H. Oh my God. There's a N. The letter N.
I like this one. I like this one for the first half of it. Let your ungodly friends take you to the caves of Chislehurst Caves, where you can unwind and think about your sad lentils back at home.
Isn't that the name of the upcoming Victor and the Bully album?
What sad lentils?
What sad lentils?
No, just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, ungodly friends is just those cases.
Number 3. Bloat outdoors, if possible, 12 times a day.
I often do.
I can only make it to 10.
Number 4. A dose of yoga will reawaken your inner the serenading stick insect of haunted bus stops. Take a deep fist in. Wait. Once you've reawoken the serenading stick insect of haunted bus stop, take a deep fist in, breathe out and whimper on a strawberry jelly eye patch.
It's just like, I imagine that whole exchange going like, ugh, jelly, and then squish.
Buy yourself a new gusset because you're worth it.
I need more.
I need another gusset.
This gusset's only 5 days old, but I need a new.
Turn up the volume and listen to ambient African electro slot rap music as much as possible.
Do that.
Oh man, someone please invent that genre.
Meet someone fluffy somewhere like Little Whopping. This can help lift your
Oh God, he's gone.
Meet someone fluffy somewhere like Little Whopping. This can help lift your Veeted bumholes and make you feel duck-like. It wasn't the duck thing.
It was Veeted bumholes. To be fair, because you've got to put it on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you do have a puckered anus.
Yeah, walking around with feet between your fucking legs, you do kind of walk like a duck.
Yeah. Number 8. Volunteer at the duck store. It'll help get your mind off danger donuts. If you're at the duck store and somebody walks in with a box of donuts, fuck.
I much prefer playing Danger Donuts to Russian Roulette. I think that's a much more light-hearted version.
Yeah.
We'll set up some Danger Donuts soon.
Go ramming. Number 9. Go ramming.
It's not like getting fisted while doing yoga.
Yeah. Keeping your mind more active and less gutless will make a putrid difference. And number 10. Talk to your incest Ian the touchy granddad. Don't tell Nan. Go to a flaccid group to talk about your cyanide burgers and call 1-800-SPUNK-ME-NOW. Good luck.
Oh, spunk me now. Short and sweet, that one.
How much short and sweet?
It's quite a long setup. Yeah. I mean, good advice for life.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with any of that, really, can you?
So, I suppose what's left is to say, may 2021 be better to you? If 2020 was good for some people, and if it wasn't, then chin up, feet your arsehole, and let's get on with it. Let's do it.
Let's do this. 2021. I mean, we're going to listen back to this in 2022 and go, mate, what the fuck was 2021?
Yeah, I can't believe we joked about the dragon and then it turned out to be fucking true.
and Mecha Hitler.
Mega Hitler and Robo Stalin and all his little gremlins.
But, guys, there's something I need to say before we finish this episode, all right? And that is, I have it. It's just hot. Just a great idea. So thank you. This is a podcast. Thank you very much, Melissa, for cheering.
Oh, love you, bye.
Please don't call it pubic hair.
Thanks for listening to Pubic Hair Engine.